to God every day. If God's with me, can't nobody be against me. I still got the world.
He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. When you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. If you're going to be successful, you gotta be willing to give up sleep. You gotta be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're gonna have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you gotta want it. You gotta go days without, listen to me, you gotta want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Beyonce said once she was on the set doing her thing, 3 days had gone by, she forgot she didn't eat because she was engaged. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. So I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Cry to give up, cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain, you already hurt, get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. So you'll never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do what you do. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money, because I got it in here. The important thing is this, to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. I'm so grateful that the slaves didn't drop and quit. Say, I'm just gonna stop. I'm a slave. I'm just gonna be a slave. I'm gonna quit. Listen to me, the slaves said, we will live because one day we will become. So today, although we're slaves, we're going to act like we're free, and one day our children will be free. If the slaves would have just said, we quit, we give up, we would have died in the middle passage. But some slaves said, I don't care what we go through, we're going to survive this. Our people did not quit. Harriet Tubman not only made it, she went back and got some more. She said, you know what, I made it, but I'm going to walk all, listen to me, not ride the bus. I'm going to walk all the way back down to the south to get some more. And you quitting on 1825? Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. At the end of pain is success. You're not going to die because you feel a little pain. I'm exactly where I want to be because I realize I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want.
So you want to be successful, huh? Well, there's one thing in this world that has the ability to change our whole life in an instant. You know what it is? It's action. So first step, you just need to make a decision. Ask yourself this. A year from now, 5 years from now, what are you going to wish you did today? The secret to getting ahead in this world is first getting started. You can't let fear stand in the way of your dreams. You cannot think, oh, what if this doesn't work? If you believe enough in the process and the end result, success is going to come to you. It will. You just got to be willing to see it through to the end. But first, you just got to jump in the deep end, man. And once something goes into motion, it stays in motion. The process itself feeds the fire. You can't be trapped by fear. Limits like fears, they're illusions. Disregard them. If you're passionate about it and you go full throttle, there's no doubt you're gonna be good at it. Because what makes someone good at something? It's dedication, hard work, and it's doing it with the proper direction and methodology. So if you plug away, you're gonna be good. But what makes someone a professional at something? It's the concept of taking that little idea, that little decision you make, and executing to take it as far as your imagination holds, dedicating every breath in your body to that single cause. Seeing the grand picture at the end of the road to be the absolute best and not settling for any reason. It's not talent, it's not innate ability. It simply comes down to how hungry you are. How hungry are you to improve? How big is your appetite for success? What are you willing to do to reach your dreams? The professionals, the best at their craft, they don't care about the naysayers. They don't care about the fun they're forgoing. They don't take days off. They are 100% set in their ways in perfecting their craft, because it's all for a much larger purpose than any semblance of happiness that immediate gratification provides. Reaching your goal, well, that's just pure bliss. The higher the expectations, the larger the goal, well, the feeling just magnifies. So what's the difference between you and them? The professionals, they're the ones who are willing to knock on the doors of complete exhaustion every single day. Now let me define exhaustion for you. Exhaustion is at that very point where it's just so damn painful that you just can't push anymore. That it hurts so bad that you can't even think straight. It's in reaching that point when deep down you know that you did absolutely everything in your power. That there wasn't one more thing you could have done. So what's the difference between them and you? What are you doing at this present moment in time? Ask yourself this. Are you moving closer towards your goals, or are you moving further away from them? Are you knocking on those doors of exhaustion, or are you just uncomfortable? You see, being uncomfortable is not exhaustion. Being uncomfortable is your mind quitting before your body. Being uncomfortable is just saying no to trying again. Achieving greatness happens when you're willing to do something that will kill you just to make you better. You see, it's easier to buy the ticket to see the game than it is to be the one to prepare for it. It's easier to hang out with your friends than it is to hang with the stairs for an hour. It's easier to sleep in than it is to wake up to 100 sprints. It's easier to go to a party than it is to go ass to the grass and squats. It's easier to watch athletes from the couch than it is to be the one hoisting the trophy. But it's also a lot easier to look back on your life and know you gave it your all than it is to live regrets. Not living up to your potential, well, that weighs on your shoulders for a lifetime. No one ever said that being successful was gonna be easy. But I'll tell you one thing, it sure as hell is worth it. You are your own maker in this world, and there is no such thing as failure. You just gotta tell it, no, not this time, not with me. I'm gonna try again and again and again, and I'm gonna look failure straight in the face, and I'm gonna tell it that I'm willing to go through all the struggles to reach my dreams. Because without struggle, there's never gonna be any progress. It's all in how bad you want it. How big is your appetite for success? Do you just want to fight, or are you starving out there for it? Stay empty, stay driven, stay hungry.
So you thought it was the end of the story. You thought that one single event, that one single moment was enough for him to stand amongst the greats. Sleep? I don't sleep. You thought that was it? Well, you thought it was over. Well, it's just getting started. This is the part where you reinvent yourself. It's time to get tested, to test your will, your endurance. It's time to test your heart, to test your limit. It's about no days off, no weekends, no holidays, no birthdays. Listen to me, no days off. It's about gaining the competitive edge. You can't afford to make excuses. No excuses when you feel pain. And trust me, you feel it. And all you want to do is give up. And all you want to do is give in. When you feel like you've given all you got, you got to take one more step. You got to run one more lap. You got to throw one more punch until you reach the top. This is your beginning, but this doesn't have to be your end.
Get off the ground.
You can't do nothing without faith. You are still special.
Is it beyond our reach?
No, I'm not afraid. I'm angry.
You can't give in!
Behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it. You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking the freedom. You're not running the day. The day's running you. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up?
You don't owe these people anymore. You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
See now what have to become to stop men like him.
If you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal, if they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely. Legend.
You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena?
That's called courage. Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of.
You think something's wrong, maybe it's time to stop. No, it's time to move free and further. Mentally, you must believe it before you physically start.
I choose to rise, not fall. I choose to live, not die. The day will be that day. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, right here. Belief will change my world. History will remember me. I will define myself. I will never go out not knowing I've given everything I've got. Because who am I? I am the champion. I choose to fight back.
All you need now is a little imagination. And your imagination, guys, whether you want to believe it or not, is a preview of your life's coming attractions. You can't imagine what it's going to be. Don't ever expect physically looking in the mirror to see it.